Hi guys, I'm back with another Power Rangers Toys review. This time I've decided to do it on my Power Ranger Key collection. I decided to do this because I've just today finished my collection. The final keys for my collection arrived in the post today. I've been collecting for not very long now. I started collecting rather late. In the process. I literally started like 2 months ago, and I don't know what forced habit. I thought I'd wait and maybe they'd do packs of 5 and 6, but I don't think that's ever going to happen now that in America the toys are already onto Dino Charge. So I thought, it's I either get them now or never, basically. So I could, as many of you know, that not all of the keys have been made yet. And if many of our suspicions are correct among the fans, Bandai America won't finish the keys either. Hopefully they will, but because of this, I've resorted to buying custom keys off a very good guy off eBay. He makes them very well. I'll go more into that, but I thought I'd just let you have a look at all the keys together, see how awesome that looks. All 20 seasons, 19 rows of keys, Mighty Morphin all the way to Super Mega Force. It's quite a sight. Now, many of the pinks and yellows, as I've just said, are custom keys. They're repaints of previous keys we've had before that have been released, and there's a thread on Ranger Board where you can print out the codes. Now, the guy I bought from has already done this, and you could there's on my laptop there's the thread on Ranger Board. I will put that in the description in case any of you don't know of that, but I'm sure many of you do. And you can print any of these codes. They run all the way through the seasons, each season, each Rangers. Some of the extra Rangers, which the key aren't included in the scanner, like SPD Cat and Nova, and I'm trying to think what other ones are. Boom, but there's not an official Ranger. Sentinel Knight. The Spirit Rangers in Jungle Fury, Camille and Jared. So ostensibly I've finished the key collection. Unless any of those keys get made by somebody, I've finished for now, which I think is rather awesome. So yeah, take as much time as you like to all these. So yeah, some of them have cost me a pretty penny, but especially since I got the Power Morph Compact off eBay, which many of you know is a bit expensive to get, but I don't think I did too badly. So I will show them all the customs that I've got so far and see what you think of them. I also wanted to talk about the layout of my keys. See, this is how if I get a display, this is how I'd get them laid out. As many of you know, MMPR Toys, Bruno Mia, they have a really nice display. I'd really like something like that for we all envy his collections, and I'm sure all of you got lovely ways of displaying your toys. I haven't got a display room yet, so one day, a bit of money, I'll build my own display. So how I have these keys laid out is I have Mighty Morphin at the top, so that's all 8. So the 5 Mighty Morphin, Green Ranger, Armored Red and the White. I thought I'd spread them out like that because I think I want to keep all the keys basically equal amount of rows. So I think Mighty Morphin should be the top because they're that's where you start. And then we got Alien Rangers, including Ninja. Now you notice instead of me putting Sestro in the Blue Ranger line, I've put Ninja. Now that's because, and there's another other examples of this because I'm trying to keep the keys as color coded as possible in the stream as possible. I know that's not always completely possible considering like the green and black kind of switch between 6th Rangers, and you got silver and all sorts that come on later on. So yeah, I start off, so I've kept Ninja in there, and there's another example of why I've kept Ninja there. So then I've got the 6 Zero Rangers, including Gold Zero Ranger. They're all official keys. Then we come to Turbo, and we've got Blue Centurion, and the five Turbo Rangers and Phantom Ranger. Now, of course, many of you know the Turbo Ranger key is a custom, so I'll show you that in a bit. We come on into In Space. Now that's been a bit of a pain to collect because there've been 2 sets of key packs for In Space and the Morpher with the 20 keys, which I also got because I started my collection late. I didn't go for the first Morpher with the 2 Red Ranger keys. I went straight for the second one with the 20 duplicate keys, but also the 3 exclusive ones, including Zane, Thunder Thunder Yellow, and Quantum Ranger. Now, of course, my In Space Pink key is a custom, so I'll come back to that. But I think it's rather good. Now we come to Lost Galaxy. Same story with In Space. All the other Rangers had 2 key packs, and Pink wasn't in either of them. But this is a custom, so I've got that as well. We've got Lightspeed Rescue. Now, this is even more of a peculiar story, as many of you know. There's no official Titanium Ranger apart from the Powered Morphicon one. And there's no female Lightspeed Rescue keys apart from customs, which I have 2 right there. Then I come to Time Force, which is again another silly Ranger key story. Two key packs released and still no official yellow Time Force Ranger. And of course there was only one way you could get the Quantum Ranger with the 20 key Morpher set. So yeah, there's plenty of upset fans that, just like me, you think, you know, they could have finished a lot of these keys a while ago, but for some reason Bandai aren't doing enough pinks and yellows, or don't want to include 2 in a set. But even so, there was one set in the second set or third set, actually, I can't remember which, of Super Mega Force, where they include pink and yellow with the Red Ranger. So that's rather peculiar. So don't know what their thought process is going on with that. Then we come to Wild Force. 5 Wild Force Rangers, white/pink, because she got pink rim. That's a custom Ranger key as well. I think it's rather nice. He's done all the detail on the helmet and everything. I will give a link to this guy who does good customs in the description. Some of you may have heard of him. Is called Yesanaya1 on eBay. I don't know what his Ranger order name is, but once I ask him, I'll put that in the description as well. Now we come to Ninja Storm. This is an official set, complete. 2 sets of 3 key packs, and it finished it. This is brilliant. This is an excellent way to finish it. And no faffing about. Of course, there were some duplicate keys like the Red Ranger and the 20 key E-Pack and stuff like that. So we could, if he weren't in there, you know, we could have had another key from a different season that we needed. But, you know, it's not too bad considering there have been other seasons that have had more than enough chances to finish duplicates. So 1 duplicate Red Ranger isn't too bad. Well, considering when you've got 3 Galaxy Green Rangers of different kinds. Now we come to, oh yeah, I forgot to say about Ninja Storm. I put Blake Navy Thunder in the blue line because I think it merges better in the line than if I put Tori there. I know I've put Blue Centurion up there, but it's more to accommodate them and spread them out more. Because, you know, some seasons you have like 7 or 8 keys instead of 6. So I'm trying to keep them, so when it's 7 or 8 keys in the season, I squidge them closer together. When it's 6, I have them spread evenly apart. So I've got Tory in the pink line, which is a bit... I could have put Crimson, I suppose. That would have made it more, but I see Crimson as more of a black Ranger, Green Ranger type guy, even though... And then you've got Green Ranger as the 6th Ranger. Sorry, the lighting's going all over the place. So yeah, very good key set. And personally, one of my favourite seasons. Now we come to Dino Thunder. There's only 5 keys, no other keys other than the 5. There were 2 sets, I believe. So we got two. We ended up with 2 Tommy Black Dino Rangers. One's speckled and translucent, and the other one isn't. But we also got Trent White Dino Dragon Ranger, so that's very good. Now we come to oh, I forgot to say about Dino Thunder. Of course, I've already said before, the Yellow Ranger was exclusive only to the Morpho of the 20 keys. So if you didn't get that Morpho, you couldn't get that key, which is a bit harsh, but there's still plenty of those Morphos around, so it's not too harsh. So we come to SPD. Now, again, there's 7 keys, so I've squidged them up together. Now, 2 of the keys, the red and blue, do not have the pink. Do not have the pink. Don't have the white around the numbers. So I've actually painted that on. I will show you that up close in a second with all the other custom keys. But also, I've got a custom SPD yellow, because that's not official. We got all the rest of them, but we just haven't got yellow officially yet. So I, being impatient, have gone for all the custom keys and to finish my collection quicker. So, but I think it looks rather good. Some of my custom, 1 or 2 of the custom keys could have been a bit nicer, but considering they're customs and, you know, guys spent a fair bit of time on them, they look rather good. And I've painted on the red and blue to basically make it consistent. I don't know why Bandai didn't do it to them, because it's Bandai's fault. I know some of you would be like, why are you painting these? They'd have been in nice condition because it sold them. I'm sure tons of people don't even open the key packs because they want to keep them mint in the pack and what have you. But for me, toys are meant to be played with, not, you know, kept away and not to be put behind glass. And I wanted to keep it consistent because that's what they look like in the show. And Bandai should have painted them like that, not me. But I wanted them to look like they do on the show. And then we come to move on to Mystic Force. Now we got way too many keys. 8 keys. We got 2 packs. One with the yellow, red and green in one pack, and white, Solaris Knight and Wolf Warrior in another pack, but no official pink and yellow, pink and blue keys, sorry. Obviously got those from customs, but I think they're rather good. Some of the helmet detail is a bit harsh, not as, but as I say, considering it's been painted on, it looks rather cool. You know, it's as new as I'm going to get, so I'm happy with it. Then we come to Operation Overdrive. Similar sort of story. We got all five of the 6 keys, but not an official Pink Ranger. So I got that through someone online from the same guy. But I think it looks rather cool. So this guy puts some prints off the QR codes from Ranger board and resizes them or whatever, and puts them on the back, replaces the original code on the back, because obviously they're duplicate keys, you know, repainted to look like the keys that we need. So we move on to Jungle Fury. This is a interesting story. We got all the Rangers apart from the Spirit Rangers and Camille and Jared. You didn't get a complete colour RJ unless you went to Power Morphicon or bought the Power Morphicon kit online. The second Jungle Fury one came with the White Rhino Ranger, which was good, but there came with a translucent RJ. So many people don't know what, including myself, don't know what the story is behind that Why did they go for translucent instead of regular colour first, you know? And this one's more metallic, and when you put it in the Ranger key, it says Paramorphicon instead of Jungle Fury, but that's because it's, you know, it's an exclusive thing. But I rather like it, and I've kept the translucent key in the box, but I suppose I should keep the Paramorphicon keys in that little box I got it, but I just like them all out on display together, because I want titanium with the Lightspeed guys and RJ with Jungle Fury. So I'll move on to RPM. And another similar story, pretty much all the keys got made, including gold and silver, not a gold and silver one key in one go. But there was no black key. There's no black key for RPM, so that's a custom. But pretty good. Not too many duplicates for these guys. But yeah, it's a rather good custom. I'll show you in a second. Now we come on to Samurai. Now, this is another familiar story. All the keys, fun enough, got made apart from yellow and a red Lauren key. So that's two keys that didn't get made. Now, the yellow custom is from the same guy I bought off, but the red Samurai, I actually made that myself. I got a duplicate red Samurai Ranger and I painted on the skirt and printed out the code myself. And I think, okay, I'm not brilliant, but I think it looks rather good. I'll show you that up close in a second. Whoops. Dominoes. Okay. Oop. Fail. I've lost my perfect line. There we go. Nearly done. Nope. Watch it. Robo Knight. Okay, we'll come on to Megaforce. Now another similar story with missing keys. Or only one key pack, funnily enough. But and then Robo Knight came with for me with the 20 Morpher key set. But I think he comes in something else as well. But forgive me, I'm not really a fan of Megaforce. I'm only in this for the keys, basically. But the pink and yellow aren't official keys; they're customs again. But I think they're rather well made. So I'll show you though all of the custom keys together up close in a second. Now we come to Super Megaforce. Now all the other keys up to this point have been basically all the keys are the same, apart from Paramorphicon ones for each season. For Super Megaforce, as all the fans know, each key of the Rangers is individual. They all say the Ranger colour for each key of Super Megaforce, including silver. Now the Super Megaforce Silver Morpher, it looks atrocious, by the way, and I didn't go for that because it sounds like a right rip-off for a key and a morpher that basically does two sounds and doesn't do anything with the keys and doesn't even come with an anchor key. So Bandai really ripped us at that one, and I don't think there's many in stock anyway, because funnily enough I was trying to look for that and there was a sale in a toy store here in UK, and I think it came down to about 10 quid. It was out of stock, but even at £10 I'd still say it, which is probably what, for US dollars it's probably what, $20, $15. So that's the cheapest I've seen it. And now it's quite hard to get a hold of the Silver Morpher. It's like in our pounds it's probably like £50-60 for us. I can't remember. I don't know quite what that is conversion rate for dollars, but just basically not worth the money. I don't even think it was worth it for 10 quid, let alone 50. So yeah, I just got the silver key that came with the 20 key morpher. And there's all sorts of exclusive sounds, like combining the Megaforce and the Super Megaforce keys, either set, put one key in first and then the other, and you'll get the Megaforce theme tune, which is rather cool. If you use all these keys twice, you'll get their Zord sounds, and then if you use all 5 keys, I think you get the legendary Megazord key sound, The Super Mega Force silver key just says silver. It doesn't do anything else. There are some other sounds, like if you put tape over the some of the notches of the keys, you might get like Happy Christmas or Happy Birthday or Go Go Power Rangers. There's a few hidden sounds out there, or exclusive or special. There's some people out there who've figured it out. I've tried them myself. It does actually work if you put a bit of tape on them. Some of the notches. I don't know why there isn't a Christmas key yet or stuff like that. I don't know what the birthday key key thing was about. Maybe, maybe Bandai should have, like, if you like put your birthday in on Bandai, they would have made you your favourite key with saying happy birthday. That would have been something. That's what they should have done, considering there's a hidden sound. So now I've gone through all the keys, I'll get on to my customs. Right, so here we have all my custom keys, including the 3 I've painted. I'll start off with the 3 I've painted, because see up close I've used a bit of small tube of paint, only about that size. Well, it's from your art dealer. I think it could be like £2.50, so it's probably what, $4 in America. And I've got white and then red, a couple of small tubes of water-based paint. So yeah, I've just painted it to make it outline the 2 and the 1. The 1 was easier. The 2 was a bit more difficult. I had to. I think it was trial and error. But I think they look rather cool. I know it's not as neat as I could make it, but I'm sure someone else could probably do it neater. I'm sure any of you lot could probably do it neater. Now this is my homemade Lauren key. I've just taken a duplicate samurai key. I think there's no printed code on the bottom, so I think that's from the Morpher 20 key Morpher. So I've printed that, painted that skirt on. I think it's okay. It's not fantastic. I'm sure others could do better. I don't know why people moan that there's no Lauren key, considering all the duplicates we have. I think to hell with it. Just make your own, guys. You don't need to wait for them. Considering this is an official key, apart from the skirt and the code on the back. That's the Lauren key code. I don't need to show you the SBD codes, so I'll just get straight onto my customs. So yeah, lots of yellows and pinks, apart from 1 blue and 1 black. Oh, and 1 white. But somehow we all consider her as kind of pink, I suppose. Because she even wore pink blouse, white/pink blouse in the thing, and the Noble Tiger symbol had a pink logo around it, so you can mistake it for pink. Loads of people seem to keep calling her pink online, despite the fact she's a White Ranger. Quite easy mistake to make. So yeah, I'll go through all of these keys up close so you can look at them all. So this is my Turbo Yellow. Not too bad. Flip up the code. There you go. This is my In Space Pink Cassie. Whoop. There's a code for that. There's Kendrick/Corone custom key. I think that's probably a red one, because the red Galaxy Ranger and pink are quite similar. There's a code for that. I'm not going to stick around too long so you can scan them, so you're just going to have to pause. These are my Lightspeed Rescue keys. Lightspeed Yellow. There's the code. If you can scan it, great. If not, they're in the thread, which I'll put in the description, so I'm not going to hang about. If you want to scan them, just pause the video. So pink Lightspeed Rescue. Turbo Yellow. So KT Turbo. Wild Force White. Very nice. Even got the pink print on the helmet, done rather well. I think that's the Red Wild Force key painted white. There you go, bit of red. Considering it's a custom key, I think it's rather good. Now, this one was actually printed up backwards. I think it was a mistake. But if some of the one or two of the keys didn't actually scan, so I could just print out a new codes and print them on the back. Because funnily enough, that's what I did for Lauren and my own Lauren, and it worked first time as soon as I put it in the scanner. So I've scanned I finished my scanning in the Ranger Key app. This is SBD yellow. I think that's probably one of the best keys, actually. Best looking ones. Looks pretty much legit. Now we come on to Mystic Force. The only thing I'd say that's a bit of a downside is probably the helmet, but again, considering it's a custom, this guy's made it, it's pretty good. I couldn't do anywhere near that. You know, I can barely paint the skirt on and stuff like that without making a mess. So this guy's done really well. So if you want all of these keys to finish your collection, go and buy them off these guys, because they're rather good. So they're Mystic Force blue kit code, Mystic Force pink, again I'm not sticking around because I've got a lot more keys to get through. Pink Operation Overdrive. I'm not sure about the helmet on this one, how accurate that is, but it looks good enough. The rest of it looks fine. Again, I can't thank this guy enough. Despite, yeah, I might seem like I'm moaning about him, but I think his keys are rather cool. So there's a code for that. Scan it if you will. Black RPM. I think that's pretty legit, but the only thing that looks a bit meh is probably the visor, but again, it's hand painted, so there's a code for that. If these are blurry, apologise, I'm not sticking around. You can scan them. You can download all these codes yourself and scan them off your computer. I've done that a couple of times. Yellow Samurai. I think that looks. Whoop. That's pretty much there. I think it's rather cool. I don't think you can get better than that without it being officially made. Again, yellow Samurai code. Then we come to my final two, the Megaforce pink and yellow. Again, you know, considering they're painted, they're pretty good. I mean, they're not going to be 100%, but I'd say, you know, 99, 98. They're pretty much there. Then the code. If some of these don't scan, you can print them out yourself. You know, one or two of them didn't scan quite well for me. And these are all the correct key sounds, all the correct keys. So yeah, that is my custom key set, and this has been my Ranger key review.